Hi, my name's Neil. Welcome to Retro for You, where we dive into all things retro computing. This week's video is thanks to our sponsor, PCBWay. Today, we've got a really exciting project. We're building the Sidekick64 Cartridge. This is for the Commodore 64, the Commodore 128, VIC-20, and even the Commodore 16. The nifty little device combines some amazing features to enhance your retro gaming. You can find the full build instructions on the GitHub page. The link is down in the description below. So, without further ado, let's crack on! Before we jump into the video, a quick shout out about our sponsor, PCBWay. If you're looking to bring your electronics project to life, PCBWay is your one-stop shop for high-quality PCB manufacturing and assembly, with fast turnaround times and unbeatable prices as little as $5. They make it easy to get your designs made just the way you want, from custom materials to assembly services and even 3D printing and more. PCBWay has everything you need to turn your ideas into reality. Join myself and thousands of happy customers and start your project today. Be sure to check them out in the link below or at www.pcbway.com. So this is it, the Sidekick64 cartridge. Well, it's not the cartridge. It's the blank board that we're going to populate. Now, it requires a lot of soldering, mainly all SMD with some through-hole stuff. So we're going to be using these a lot here, the tweezers, because the components are very, very small. So we're going to be going through this step by step on how to build this. Now, if you don't know what a Sidekick64 is, it's like one of those mega cartridges like the Ultimate Cart. It does a multitude of things. It can emulate up to 8 SID chips, which allows you to play the Tuneful 8 demo. It can also do the FM cartridge for the FM sound. It can also be a memory expansion, or it can just be a games cartridge with a menu system. It does loads and loads and loads of stuff. So this thing here, I'm really excited to build and to play with. So without further ado, let's crack on with getting this populated. So we're going to start populating this board soon. We're going to be using the tweezers a lot here. So what else we'll be using is this mechanic solder paste. Now I do recommend you get some of this, but I also recommend you get one of these here, which is a mechanic aluminium plunger, because without this it's a lot of hassle to try and push this out because it's quite viscous stuff. So we're probably going to start off with the capacitors, then move on to the resistors, to the LEDs, and then down to these chips down the bottom, and then we've got a lot of through-hole stuff, like we've got some jumper settings here, some switches there, and some pins there for the LCD. I'll put the BOM sheet up as we go along so you can see where we have to install these components and you can follow it along. Now I'm going to put it as a montage with some music, so just sit back and listen to the music. Okay, so hopefully now get ready to turn this on and it should all pop into place, fingers crossed. So let's just give it a go. Okay, so we've got the hot plate set up. I'm hoping it's going to go well. You never know with these things, especially on cameras. I've got as many cameras as I can set up so you can see different views, and I put the microscope so you can see a close-up view. Now hopefully you'll see the chips actually physically move into place as the solder warms up. That this never ceases to amaze me now when this starts to happen. You can actually see the process of it actually melting together. Now I've slowed this down now so we can enjoy this in slow motion. It'll actually pull and join into place, and you can actually physically see the components moving. I mean, it's just the best moment of anything. It's just so great. I really enjoy this, and it all looks like it's going well. There's a couple of bridges on the chips. I expected that, but let's just see. We can sort that out with a soldering iron in a bit. It's no hassle, so let's just sit back and enjoy the magic of the solder melting. So I just need to straighten some chips up now, so some are not like into line. Then I just need to let it cool down. Now it's currently at 250 degrees, but it all looks like it's gone well. I'm well happy with that and the way it's turned out. Considering I didn't have a stencil, it looks all good. So this is where we're up to. We've done the surface mount stuff. We've now got some through hole stuff. So we've got 3 switches along the top. We've got this 20-pin female header here, which goes on the other side, which allows you to plug the Pi directly on the back because it is a Pi based, if you know that or not. And there's some jumpers here and also some pins that come out this way for the SID chips. Other than that, there's a header here for the LCD because we can put a little LCD on, which looks pretty smart. I've got one here. What we'll do is we'll just put the header on and then we'll put it in the bath because it's going in the ultrasonic bath. I don't want to put the LCD in the ultrasonic bath. I don't think it would fare very well. And then we're going to leave this overnight to dry off. I've got some special cleaning fluid. You see that? Electronic PCB cleaner and flux remover. Now, to me, it looks like window lean, but you never know. It might be something different. But it has got a caution on it. It's going to crack on now. We're getting these switches and this port on. Okay, so it's the next day. This board has dried overnight. You can see it's a hell of a lot cleaner. So that cleaning stuff seems to have worked. Hey, good stuff. So what we're going to do now is fit this LCD. Now, what I discovered last night is these pads down here. Let's see if we can zoom in to get a closer look. So hopefully you can see this. What we need to do is to solder these pads to match. We've got the ground first and then the VCC. All we need to do is to short this side to that side. So if you want to go to the right, you get the VCC. If you go to the left, you get the ground. We don't want the ground on this pin, we want the VCC. So we solder the pad on the right to the middle. Same again on this side, the first pin, you can follow that, it points to the first pin. So on the left, you'd get the ground. On the right, you get VCC. Now what we need on the first pin is a ground, so we'd solder these two here. It's as simple as that. So without further ado, we'll get that done. See that now? That's clean lovely and soldered lovely. So all we'll do now is we'll get the screen, we'll stick it over the pins, and we'll proceed to solder this on. As easy as that. So that's the screen fitted now. You can see now it looks quite cool, doesn't it? I can't wait to plug this thing in. We need to get a couple of jumpers for here which selects the power, whether it takes the power from the C64 or from the Pi. I'm going to power it solely from the Pi at first because I'm still running the original Commodore 64 power supply. Now I know it's dangerous, but it's all I've got at the moment. So also there's another one here which is to do with the duplexer delay, and for the Commodore 64 I know you need it on these two pins here. That's the first one. So all we need to do next is to get the Pi installed. To get the software installed on the Pi, which I've downloaded the image, and we'll flash it onto an SD card. Insert the Pi into this, plug it into Commodore 64 and watch things explode. Okay, so it's the next morning, and for you eagle-eyed guys, you may have noticed something's changed. Yes, it's a different Sidekick. Here's the original. Yes, I made a mistake when I was building it. I came to put it all together. I came to power it on last night. I was up very late trying to get it working, and guess what? I'll tell you what I did. This chip here, yeah, is placed the other way around to everything else. So everything else faces down to this corner. This one here faces to that corner. And me being me, filming along, building, more concerned about watching the cameras, etc., put them all facing downwards. So, good job, Neil. But if I didn't tell you these things, then what's the point? I could have tried to hide it. But no, these mistakes can happen. We're only human at the end of the day. I have since corrected that chip now, and it is in the right orientation, but it still doesn't want to work. It now displays the Sidekick logo. It displays on the HDMI as well, but it just displays a blue screen on the Commodore 64. I'm sure there's something else on this board that's just a bit off. Maybe putting that chip round has caused an issue with one of the others. Maybe this one here, because these are in a pair. So I'm going to replace that one next, but I decided to, for the sake of the video, to get up this morning and just build another one, which is here. Unfortunately, that one worked. So, in regards to software, I haven't done a set of instructions because it's not really that hard to do. All you have to do is download the software from the link down below. and extract it to a FAT32 formatted SD card. As simple as that, then just stick it in your Pi and power it on. So there's no point in doing a video on that, was there? So without further ado, let's have a quick look at this card. Now it's only going to be a quick look because I haven't really had a chance to use it much, and to be honest, I don't know how to use it. It's going to be a big learning process for this. I will do another video on the features, etc., because it's got loads of features, and I want to try and run the Tuneful 8. So we're going to put some wires into the Commodore. So we'll just turn the Sidekick on first. I have powered the Pi on externally. Due to the fact I'm running the C64 brick of death. Yeah, I know I should upgrade it, but I just haven't got the money at the moment to upgrade the power supply. After all, it's all money into it, and these projects cost money. As you know, being a retro collector and dabbling with these things, you probably know. So as you can see, that's booted up. We got the Sidekick logo, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got 3 LEDs. Also, on the other one, these 2 LEDs here are pulsing. This one they're not, so that may mean something. So we're just going to turn on the C64 and my video grabber. Bear with me. Here we go. And there you go, straight away, a Sidekick. Now you can see now they are pulsing. So that's what the other card is doing, is pulsing back and two. Like that, but it's not displaying anything. So it's probably just one of the other logic chips is slightly faulty, so I'll get them swapped out later, and it should be good. So this is the main menu presented with. It's got a cool 3D animation in the background, which I absolutely love. Now we got F1 key for GeoRAM, which is a GeoRAM expansion, F3 for SID and FM emulation, and F5 for settings. Now I'm not going to mess with any of those things today. Like I say, it's just going to be a quick look at this thing. So we can go to F7 browser. We can go down to music, and this is quite cool, and we have a mod player on the Commodore 64. Now this is really cool, so let's just have a quick listen to that and have a chill. So we're back on the screen. That's a Commodore key. I hope you like that anyway. I think it's really cool. Although I can't hear it now when the video's recording, I have listened to it before and I was impressed. So also quickly while I'm here, I'll just show you, I did stick a couple of CRT games on there, which was Ghostbusters and Hero. So we'll just go down to, press the wrong key, Hero, press enter, as easy as that, and it should load Hero, which it has, and that was pretty fast as well, and it all seems to be working fine. So I'm really impressed with this cartridge. I do like it, and I'm going to do a lot more on this cartridge, but we just need to learn and do some investigation work into how to work the thing. So if anyone's got any hints and tips on this cart, and they've got one, then drop me a link down below. I am aware you can download the thumbnail for this game, and it should show up the box art on the little screen there, which is another cool feature, but I've not looked into it. This is just things I've read as I'm going along. So I'm going to leave my video for now. It's been a long few days sorting this out, etc., and I shall see you in the outro. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I just want to say the Sidekick64 looks amazing. I can't wait to do the follow-up video on that, so look out for that, especially with all the features it's got. So thank you again to PCBWay for providing the boards to me. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible, especially as I needed to. If you liked the video, then please hit the thumbs up, and also if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Also, while you're here, drop a comment down below, even if it's hello. And make sure you check out my fellow YouTubers in the link below. You've got the likes of Captain Commodore, Joseph Retrobits, 8-Bit Refix, to name but a few of them. And they all do great and wonderful things. That's it for now. I shall see you next time on Retro for You. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye!